Hey YouTube, so this is my first video and I'm gonna be telling my story on how I found out I got pregnant at the age of 17. Originally, I didn't feel like I needed to take a pregnancy test at first. I had a best friend at this time and she was having symptoms of pregnancy. So symptoms included her being tired, her throwing up, her being hungry a lot, her having to pee a lot. She had to pee so much. We worked together, so like every 2 minutes she was like, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, what the heck? So she had thought like maybe she could be pregnant. So we had to figure out how to get a pregnancy test for her because our parents wasn't the type of parents to, I want to say, understand that we are sexually active. Like, they didn't even know. So we kept that a secret. So what we did was we went to Walmart. They didn't have age check there, so we went to Walmart, we bought a pregnancy test, and we took it to my house. And my mom had to work, so the best moment for us to even try and get her to take the test was when my mom went to work. So my mom had went to work that day, and my friend looked at me and she's like, can you take one of these tests with me? And I'm like, why do I have to take a test? Like, mind you, I didn't have no symptoms. When I found out I was pregnant, I didn't have no symptoms. I wasn't tired. I was really energetic. The only thing I could say now that I think about it is I was hungry, but I used to eat a lot too. I would snack all the time. So that was normal to me. I wasn't really thinking, oh, I'm about to have a baby, because I wasn't throwing up. I wasn't peeing a lot. I was just snacking a lot. So I didn't really think on much when she told me that she wants me to take the test. I was just like, I don't need to take the test. I'm not pregnant. But to make my friend feel better, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it with you. I didn't even have missed my period yet. My period was supposed to come the next week. So we're in the bathroom and we're going one at a time using a stick, and we both set our sticks down on the sink. Now mine was on the left side, hers is on the right side. And so like 15 minutes later, because we had forgot about it, we had went upstairs, watched some videos on YouTube, we had forgot about it. So when we went back downstairs, I went in the bathroom and I'm like, did you switch the test? I'm looking around and I'm like, why does mine say positive? You must have switched the test. And she's like, no, I didn't switch the test. Oh my God, you're pregnant. Ba-da-da. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I said, you def switched the test. So I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, no, this not me. I'm not pregnant. I can't be. I would never expect for me to be pregnant ever. Not until I'm like 25. Like, I wasn't expecting it. So we find out that it really is mine, and I'm just shocked. I don't even know what to do at that moment. The only thing I thought at that moment was, am I really pregnant? So I'm like, you're supposed to be pregnant. I'm not. I didn't even miss my period yet. I don't even know how this is real. Like, and she's like, okay, so let's go back and get another test. And I'm like, okay. So we go back to Walmart and I actually grabbed two more, because I'm like, I gotta really make sure this is really accurate. So we grabbed two more tests and I go back home and I take those tests and they both come out positive just like that. Like, I didn't even have to wait the whole 2 minutes. It came out positive. Like, I look away and I look back at it and I'm like, wow, like, it really says positive. Like, I'm really pregnant. So I'm going crazy. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. Am I gonna tell my mom? Da da da. And my friend is like, I don't even know what to do either. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. She's confused herself, because she's like, wow, like, I'm the one having symptoms, but you're pregnant. I'm just like, I don't even know how did this happen? So fast forward, we tell her mom first, because I didn't want to tell my mom. I didn't even want to know what she was gonna say. I didn't know what to expect. So I told my friend's mom first, and she's like, you know what? I know this is hard, but you're gonna eventually have to tell your mom. And I'm just like, are you gonna tell her? Cause I'm not. Like I wasn't even trying to hear that. Fast forward, I ended up breaking down crying on the phone with my mom, telling her. And my mom was kind of like, she was like, are you serious right now? Are you joking? And once she realized I wasn't joking, my mom broke down, crying in tears. She's panicking. She's not knowing what to do. She's telling me, hey, maybe you need to get an abortion. And at that time, I was just like, I don't even know what to do myself. But in my gut feeling, my gut was telling me, you're not about to get an abortion. That's not even the route that you want to go. And so I have a conversation with my boyfriend at the time, my son's father, and he's not even thinking about abortion at all. He wanted to keep my baby. He wanted to keep it. Like, he wasn't even thinking like, you need to do this, you need to do that. He was like, we're gonna get through this. Like, at that time, he was really, really supportive on making me choose the right decision. So I'm a keep fast forwarding, so I keep this short. I ended up having my mindset that I was going to keep my baby. So I let my mom know that, and he let his mom know that. And at first they ain't really trying to hear it. They're just like, you're making the wrong decision. It's not gonna go right. And I'm just like, well, how do we know if we don't try? Like, you can't just expect me to just make my mind up and have an abortion when that's not really what I want. I wasn't even thinking abortion when I first found out. So I'm just like, I don't even need to have an abortion. I got myself into this, so I'm gonna do what's right and do what I need to do as a mother. And so after that, my pregnancy was really hard after that because of situations with my mom and dad, what they thought about it, what they wanted me to do, what I didn't do. I wasn't really trying to hear what they was saying. I just felt like everybody was just like being so negative towards me. I do. So like, my family up north, they was helping me out by guiding me, but in like the nicest way, like they made me feel very comfortable with them more than what my own parents made me feel with them. But I feel like that's normal because a parent's not gonna want to hear that their daughter or son has a baby on the way, especially at 17 years old. So they're panicking too. Now that I'm older, I understand how they was feeling, but back then I wasn't really like getting a supportive decision on keeping my baby. Their decision for me was to abort, and that's not what I was trying to hear at that time. So I decided to keep my baby, and my family up north, they really supported me with that. After I made my decision, they really supported me up with that. And fast forward, I ended up having to move with them for about like 2 months. I think it was a whole summer. And when I was up there, they was just giving me conversation on what I need to do as a mom, what I need to be prepared for, just in case me and my son's father don't work out, what I need to be prepared for. Don't expect everything to be all good. You're gonna have problems going through with this. You have to make sure your baby's healthy. You have to eat right during this pregnancy. You have to walk, train yourself. You have to be ready to be a mother. And so much stuff is going through my head. I'm just like, this is so much to take in. Like, I don't want to hear this right now. I didn't know what to eat. I didn't know what was healthy for me, what to stay away from, none of that. So a lot is going through my head, and I was really stressing out a lot, like thinking the worst, I tried to keep positive thoughts, but once I realized in reality, like, this could really happen to you, like, it just got scary for me. So I really did have like a rough type of pregnancy worrying about what my parents had to say. I'm saying this now because I don't want nobody to think like I had the worst parents, because I really didn't. Like, now that I'm older and I actually had my son, I understand where they was coming from. It's just, it could have went a different way with them. They could have worded it different ways, and it was just really bad. So through my pregnancy, I experienced a lot. Like, a lot that I shouldn't have experienced, but I did take that as a learning lesson, and it just motivated me more and more to do good for when my son comes. So I had to like really grow up really fast. After that, after I found out I was pregnant, everything had to get put on hold. Certain friends had got cut in my life. Certain people couldn't see me no more. I had to get my life straight. So I had to do what an adult would do and prepare for their child to come into this world. I had to work full time because, of course, I don't want to depend on my parents to support my child, because I'm the one who opened my legs. So I'm the one who got to deal with this. I have to support my child financially. I just want to do everything on my own. So I had to work full time. I still was I wasn't in school, but I was taking GED classes. So I still had to study and prepare for me to take the GED. I had to get that straight, and I had to get my life together. Like, there was no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, there was no easy way out. You know, like, when you get pregnant, everything really just drastically changes. Like, it's like, I gotta do what I need to do. So that's what I did. I got my life together. Like, everything changed after that. I cut certain friends out of my life that had nothing to do with my son, and they was just all about drama, still fighting, not trying to get their life together. I had to cut friends out like that. I had to cut out other friends that wasn't supporting my decision. They're just going by what their parents are saying about me and hearing negative thoughts about me too. So they're thinking negative of me now. So I had to cut them out. I stopped even associating with that best friend because she had switched up on me, and she was working with my mom to even try and get me to have an abortion. Like, she was trying to tell my mom what to say. My mom was trying to tell her what to say. Like, they were basically like really trying to get me to have an abortion. And I'm just like, I didn't understand that, because when she thought she was pregnant, there was no doubt in her mind that she wasn't gonna have an abortion. She was going to keep that baby. So I was confused on. But I don't want to like get into too much detail on how the pregnancy was and stuff, like on what about people basically. But I just really want to thank our Creator for putting my son in my life, because he really changed me into a better person. I do way better with life now. I focus on certain things that I wasn't focusing on before. I have better goals. I have goals now. I didn't have goals before. I do whatever it takes to have my son have a good life. He's not gonna have to worry about going to other people because he's scared to talk to me. As a mom, I'm gonna understand him. And for me, my life has drastically changed, but it's changed into a positive way. I've been doing so good with myself. Like, I'm very proud of myself. And I just want to tell anybody out there that if people are trying to get you to have an abortion and you don't want to do that, go with your gut feeling, because at the end of the day, you have to worry about what your baby's going through inside of you. You have to worry about what you need to eat. You need to worry about what you're going to do when that baby comes out. Are you stable? You have to worry about all that. Nobody else does. Having a baby does not stop you from living life either. I have plenty of fun now. It's limited, but that's normal. And that's good, because I need limited fun. I don't need to have fun all the time and party all the time. I need that every once in a while, because at the end of the day, I also have to worry about his future and on how he's going to look at me as a mother when he grows up. So I do all of this for a reason. I have to make the right choices, and I have to guide him to make the right choices. But thank you guys for listening to this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll leave my Instagram down below, and stay tuned for more videos.